Oh, they got a little time out. Now I need to. Okay, it is live. I wonder if the sound. Oh, and why didn't I do this first? Who knows? How are you guys doing? So I'm just going to. I am like really behind. We are back. So what I'm going to start doing is just to get because I have a lot of messages I have to get out. So I'm going to start doing just to save time, especially space. Just come on and do lives and then probably just upload the shorter ones. But how have you guys been? Welcome and welcome back. Changes have been berserk, and of course, I will change my number. And could not get past Google's two-step verification, but we're back in there. So, what I want to talk about today is it is really time to buckle down and prepare. It's been what like a month since I've been doing the shorts, but it's been like a month since I've been on, and I would say just in the last month, the energy, everything has changed a lot. Like I said before, the ascension process has already started. When I say things are coming down, they are coming down quick. Those gamma plasma rays are hitting. They are not playing. So it's really important to prepare yourself because there will be a split off to make sure you don't get you do not want to see that other timeline. It's going to be a mess. But anyway, but that's hey, that's what they manifested. So that's what it is. But even if you're not sensitive, with the energy that's coming in, which is continuously just about tore down, old 3D matrix, it is the bliss energies in that are really, really strong. Make sure you connect into that as much as possible because they are out. A lot more assistant, a lot more angelics, um, and the white light of the highest frequency is actually consciousness. So if you call on that light, they can help you, especially with clearing chakras. So it's really important now. Everything that needs to go, and that's everybody, especially people, because there are so many tower moments that's been coming up a lot for people. There's another push now. Time to close out the old, especially with relationships, because it's a. I just have to. I'm going to do a whole another separate video on that because those divine unions. It's the end of the year. It is time for those unions to come into alignment because the couples that are supposed to be together, they have things that they're supposed to be doing together, work that they're supposed to be doing together. So that's important. So nobody can stop that, even though they are trying to send in karmics and all that to rush into people to try to stop these unions from coming in because they're trying to pull the frequency back down on a planet. That's not going to work because Earth is a living entity. She's going to evolve regardless. Everyone does have free will. You can evolve and move on to a higher timeline, or you could stay on the old. However, Earth is carrying on with or without New Earth. So, like I said, this is a real important time. All eyes are on Earth right now from everywhere because this is massive. So, if you're a light worker at this time, you need to give yourself more credit because I know a lot of people are tired of the gang stalking because that has just sprouted back up real bad. But to at this time was happening, this being a light worker in this historic time, this is all the ancient texts, all the prophecies. Well, that's tapping into religion, so we're not gonna do that today. That's a whole nother story. But all of that is taking place in your lifetime. You're going to witness all of that. So it is kind of like iconic. I mean, I know they're getting on your nerves because that's another thing I want to talk about because, like I said, they all move in unison. At this point, the way the frequency is set up, you're either A good person, well, I'm not going to say a good person, living from your heart space, kind to others, or you have chosen to stay in negativity, which you'll have they're going to have their own timeline for that because that split is coming. But the thing about it is, I don't know, a lot of people, for some reason, some people still think they could switch. I know I still have karmic family members. I've had one karmic with clown, you too old for that, way too old. Damn near 80 and trying to swap destinies with me. Anywho, that's another video because I'll be dragging karmic mothers for a while now, especially when I'm going to go through and talk about some of the damages that they do. Some that may be like not as known to make sure you have those issues out of your bottom chakras. But I don't want to ramble too much because I want to kind of keep this short because I do have other stuff I need to talk about. And it's just a crazy evening. It's going to be a crazy couple of days. But before I forget, I am opening back up the phone consultations. So I always put my email address in the description. I'll put that in the description when I finish. And if you'd like to donate to the channel, that'll be down there too. But what I want to talk about is the reason why they are so aggressive with attacking your third eye and your crown chakra, because the crown chakra attacks are really, really bad right now. The war has all over time. This has always been about your mind. It always has been, because the beings, vampiric beings, demonic beings, people in a low frequency, low vibration, people who sold out, they are cut off from source. Where they cut themselves off. With the vampiric beings, they never were creative beings. They can't create. You create with your subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is the most powerful thing in the universe. The more negatively you think, the more of a wall you put up behind it. Because source, God, the universe, the divine, higher self, higher mind, whatever you want to call it, is in the center of the human mind. That's why they say the subconscious mind is the most powerful thing, because it is. That is how you create. When they say we're made in God's image, where is that the center of the mind? You have shared the same universal, that's the universal process of creation. How you see yourself, what is impressed on that subconscious mind is what you create. Since 90% of your activities and decision makings come from the subconscious, that's where everything is. So right now, they don't care how they do it. They are trying to make sure they want that connection broken. They don't want you to be able to manifest. They need as many people. They're trying to get as many of, especially chosen, good hearted people. They're trying to get as many of those people to turn to darkness. They want you to think that source, the divine, has left you, and that's not the case. You're being tested. And this is a tricky time because we're in this transformational period right here is, don't let them catch you up. They're number one, is like I said, it's always been about your mind. It's always been like they can't create. They have to feed things into your subconscious mind, TVs, news, blah blah blah, whatever, and they have to feed you what they want you to create. Because if they feed it to you, they feeding it right to your subconscious mind so you can create it. So right now they are scrambling with especially the crown chakra, because that's your connection. So it's a lot of work. Even like I said, they move in unison. They kind of all move the same way. So it's like once one start doing it's just like a collective thing. That's how you know they just all those dark forces, they just all move together. So if you are dealing with gang stalking like that, which is probably going to slow down because messages that happen again, a lot of these people see the frequency goes up. Their mind and physical vessels are not going to be able to stand the frequencies. Their frequency vessels with the minds, I think we can kind of see on a collective level how that's affecting people's minds. But their physical vessel, A lot of people who are obsessed, karmic family members, karmics, obsessed with bringing you down, these people are already experiencing health problems. And if they hadn't, oh, a lot of them they have, they don't know. I just heard, I got a quick flash of this oracle card I have called undiagnosed underlying health issues. So a lot of them don't know, are already experiencing it. Excuse me, and that is going to continue. But long story short, I just got that one. But even if you get stressed, don't let anything around you. They're doing things to, they want you, they need you in fear. They can't create anything. So the only way they could get anything from themselves, they have to lower your frequency, have you in fear, have you stressed. When you lower that frequency, then they could pull your energy. Please do what you can not to let anyone trigger you or get you upset. Just, I would just focus on, anytime something gets hard for me, I just remember this is class. Then you're connected to source. It's almost like, to, you get to a point where it's like funny, like you're doing all of this because I have the connection and you don't. I'm a creator being, you're not. So might want to work on that because anyway, so I'm not going to keep this long. Like I said, it's kind of crazy. I might go ahead and record some because there's some other like channel messages that I got around that. But that is the main thing. And also keep extra protection. Make sure you are shielding and cleansing your crown and your mind. You actually everywhere, but especially that crown. Because a lot of people when they do chakra work, they always, start from the root. But energy moves both ways. And when you work from the crown to the bottom, you're bringing in the divine energy, bringing it into your body. So maybe you want every now and then, like if you're doing a chakra cleanse, do a downward current and visualize the divine cleansing, the white light cleansing your crown, because that will help. Because, like I said, your thoughts, everything is magnifying. So when you visualize that, you're actually centering energy in those areas. So that is going to be really, really, really beneficial to you. And I have a lot coming up. Like I said, it's going to be shorts, lives, and videos coming in bulk because things have been crazy. But I do have a lot to catch up with. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Oh, thank you guys for stopping by. I didn't see any comments, so I'm not even sure if they're off. But this is my only my second live, and they're still going to be a little janky, but we're going to work on it. But you guys have a good evening. If I can stop it, so I guess we're not going nowhere.